I know that my dad was in mine rescue, my grandpa, my other grandpa, and my grandpa before him. So pretty much my entire family has been in mine rescue.
So I was a third generation miner with my grandfather and then my father. And now my son Shane is currently taking mining engineering technology at Cambridge College. So he'll be a fourth generation miner here in Sudbury.
I pretty much want to work in the mines and improve the mines even more than what they already are. And safety is probably one of my highest priorities. So try to improve safety so there's zero fatalities at all around the world in mining.
My mom's dad was a miner for Inco and currently valet in Sudbury. And he was killed in a mining accident in 1974. My mom, after my dad passed, my mom was giving, my brothers and I some different memorabilia, and I came across his basic mine rescue certificate. So he was also trained in mine rescue, and I didn't know that at the time. My dad always told me he didn't want me to get into mining. Stay the hell out of mining, he used to tell me. Actually, probably a little stronger language than that, and really pushed me other ways. And it was only after he died that I actually got into mining. And I think he'd be proud of where I ended up in my career. So when Shane's finally going into mining, I'm pushing him more on the technology side so that he doesn't maybe have to experience some of the things that I've done. At first I was a little maybe nervous that I wanted him to understand how important safety was and emergency preparedness. And I see it starting to affect him here at home as well, that he's prepared. He has his lunch made the night before. When he goes out to cut the lawn, he does a pre-inspection of the lawnmower. He wears steel-toe boots. The whippersnipper, he wears his safety glasses. I
always take a step back, think for a second, okay, what can hurt me, what can't, what do I have to watch out for, and how can I prevent that? I
started in mining in 1989. I spent about 10 years as a miner. And then during that time, I had met my wife. She's always been very supportive of my mine rescue activities. I think her dad being involved in mine rescue was a big factor there. So she already knew a lot of the people involved on the competition side. She knew the mine rescue officers from going to watch her dad compete. When I'd get a call for mine rescue to go, she wouldn't go back to sleep after I left. And just on reflection of it, I think I didn't know what I was charging into. Could have been a fire, could have been a fall of ground, it could have been anything. But your training kicks in, and you just want to go and help the guys that are down there. But the family that's left behind is thinking, what could potentially happen to my loved one now that they're going into the danger. So while everybody's coming out, we're going in.
It's amazing what he's done so far. He's told me quite a few stories of guys dying in the mines or getting injured in the mines.
They never really knew that I was gone on a call.
Pretty young when all that stuff was happening. I don't really recall all that. I'd like to sit down and have a good chat with them about that one day.
My father-in-law competed for, I want to say 24 years or so. And he was actually district champion 9 times during that time. And the closest he ever came to a chrome dome was second place. And we were having dinner one evening here, and he was carrying on about mine rescue, and so I went downstairs and put on one of my chrome domes and came up and sat at the table. And I didn't have to say anything, and I got told off in French, English, and various other ways, but it was quite funny to see his reaction that here's this kid that he encouraged to get into mine rescue had already won a championship. So yeah, I got ribbed there. People think it's competing just to compete. It's actually a training method as well. That's the only way we can really put stress on somebody to judge how they're going to react under stress. All of my supervisors at one time were in mine rescue.
And there's a lot of training involved to be prepared for those kind of situations. A lot of hard work, dedication, and a lot of training for sure.
So right in the local community, I know of 5 mine rescue guys that just live around here. So if there's a call in the middle of the night, you know you're going to see certain 5 vehicles leaving this area. We work together, and a lot of times we play together as well, right? And Ron Boutet across the street, and Ron and I used to work together and travel together and compete together. So you know, we see these vehicles leaving, we know that they're going on a call.
A lot of my friends work for my dad or with my dad, so I hear a lot of things from them too. Well, since I'm in mining engineering, it's a lot of planning out where we're going to mine, how we're going to mine, what equipment we're going to use, and how to keep guys safe. So I see technology that improves everything in our everyday life. We see it in our homes, at the workplace, and there's always room for improvement in everything.
It was heaven changing to the BG4, because basically you're trusting your life with this piece of machinery. And I remember the first fire that we went into, and it was wearing the BG4s, and when my number 2 man snapped the glass tube to test the CO, the tube immediately filled. He didn't have to put it in the pump. After that day, I figured, okay, this machine will be all right. So I do have a Drägerman tattoo that I have on the back of my leg, and it was something that I had always thought about doing, and I have a couple other tattoos, and when I was retiring from active duty, I thought, well, I want everybody to know that I'm still a Drägerman. Yeah, I'm very proud of the fact that I'm a Drägerman. So a true Drägerman is somebody qualified in mine rescue and has actually gone under oxygen to fight a fire. And believe it or not, in the first issue of a Superman comic, Drägermen are mentioned. There was some guys trapped, and they said, "Oh, thank God the Drägermen are here to save us." So it's a very old name.
There's always about something being the hero of someone's life and helping them continue living.
The other thing that they say is that firemen on surface, the reason why Drägermen are so cool is because firemen need heroes too.